Hello, my name's Oliver and welcome to Crypto Bible News. Now in today's news, we're going to be looking at the following stories. 3 reasons to buy the Bitcoin crash. Goodbye Staples Center, hello Crypto.com Arena. Department of Justice are selling cryptocurrency seized from Bitconnect worth $56 million. Now, just before we get stuck straight into the news stories, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and be sure to turn on all of your notifications so you never ever miss any of our upcoming videos. 3 reasons to buy the Bitcoin crash. Investors woke up to cheaper Bitcoin on Tuesday. The bellwether cryptocurrency briefly buckled below $60,000 early in the morning, the first time that it's dipped below that mark in more than 2 weeks. Bitcoin is now 12% below the high it scored last week, and the pullback is testing the mettle of newer cryptocurrency investors. It's likely not a concern for those who have been in the game much longer, as volatility is part of the art of this particular market. Could things get worse? Of course, it's Bitcoin. Could things get better? Yeah, of course, it's Bitcoin. Let's go over some of the reasons taking advantage of the recent correction could pay off for buyers with long-term outlooks. Number 1, time has been kind to Bitcoin. When daily charts look scary, it always helps to zoom out. With Bitcoin recovering back above $60,000 recently, the math is still problematic. It's roughly flat over the past month. However, it has still doubled in 2021, more than tripling over the past 365 days. Every dip isn't automatically a buying opportunity, but time has been on the side of the opportunist in the past. Despite all of the corrections and outright crashes that Bitcoin has experienced, it still hit an all-time high this month. Number 2, Taproot does change things. Bitcoin has been limited in its functionality as a store of value, but this past weekend's Taproot upgrade should silence some of the knockers that the cryptocurrency is a little more than a store of value. Taproot brings improved privacy features, something that is potentially problematic for regulators, but generally great for the users worldwide. The upgrade also opens the door for lower transaction fees, as well as the ability to finally jump into smart contracts and other blockchain features. If you find it unusual that Bitcoin would sell off despite completing a bar-raising upgrade over the weekend, welcome to the buy on the rumor, sell on the news club that defines a lot of anticipated market events. Taproot will make it a lot more useful, and that's undeniable. The daily gyrations are just noise. Number 3, this isn't 2017 all over again. Seeing Bitcoin soar in recent weeks has invited comparisons to what happened to it 4 years ago. The world's most valuable cryptocurrency denomination stunned the market by more than tripling in the 4th quarter of 2017, or turned to shock when it would end up shedding more than 70% of its value in 2018. There are no guarantees that Bitcoin won't plummet in the year ahead, but things are different this time. Cryptocurrency in general and Bitcoin in particular are more mainstream. The leading fintech platforms now support cryptocurrency trading, and that wasn't the case 4 years ago. Some companies are now holding some of their liquid reserves in Bitcoin. A growing number of retail establishments accept cryptocurrency, and there are even Bitcoin ATMs in the wild, and Bitcoin ETFs to consider on trading exchanges, even if they are far from perfect. Bridging this point with the first reason to consider buying this pullback in Bitcoin, time has been kind even to those who purchased at the top of 2017. Bitcoin's price has tripled since its seemingly frothy peak 49 months ago. There will be ups and downs when it comes to Bitcoin. This won't be the first pullback, correction, or crash, depending on where we land. It won't be the last recovery when the prices do turn higher. A lot of investors in cryptocurrency have to quickly get used to the volatility in the markets and turn to popular social media influencers for guidance. While some may be eternally bullish, others seem constantly bearish. As with all things crypto related, it is advised that you always do your own research and consider carefully before making investments in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. Goodbye Staples Center, hello Crypto.com Arena. Staples Center is getting a new name for Christmas, Crypto.com Arena. The downtown LA venue, home of the Lakers, Clippers, Kings and Sparks, will wear the new name for 20 years under a deal between the Singapore Cryptocurrency Exchange and AEG, the owner and operator of the arena. Both parties announced this recently. Crypto.com paid more than $700 million for the naming rights, according to sources familiar with the terms, making it one of the biggest naming deals in sports history. The arena's new logo will debut December 25th when the Lakers host the Brooklyn Nets, and all of the Staples Center signage will be replaced with the new name by June 2022. Crypto.com's chief executive, Chris Marszalek, hopes that the new name will come to be seen as a sign of the times. In the next few years, people will look back at this moment as the moment when crypto crossed the chasm into the mainstream, Marszalek said. This is such a brilliant move from the guys at AEG because the next decade belongs to crypto, he said, and this positions LA and this particular venue right at the center of it. Chief Executive Dan Beckerman said that a blockchain finance company was just the thing for downtown LA. It's a bit of a match made in heaven, he said. When we think about the type of brands that we like to partner with, Crypto.com is looking for the most unique branding platform to make a statement and drive adoption. And we're looking for an innovative, forward-thinking company to help us chart a course for the future of sports and entertainment events. Staples' fortunes have declined since the late 90s, but the office supply company still has more than 1,000 stores across the country and has been on the Fortune 500 lists for the last 21 years. Crypto.com is 5 years old, and its business relies on a form of money that has been officially banned in China. Marszalek has never attended a game at Staples Center. The Christmas game will be his first visit. With 10 million users and 3,000 employees, Crypto.com is a major player in the crypto world. Its core business is running an exchange that allows users to trade cryptocurrencies, store them in an online account, and access them with Visa rewards, debit card, but it also has an NFT wing, cryptocurrency payment software, its own token, and a number of other products in the works. Marszalek declined to share specific figures, but did say that the company reached profitability in early 2021 and has seen revenue grow 2,000% in the last year. Renaming Staples Center is the latest phase of the marketing blitz for the crypto company. A new ad unveiled by the company in October features Matt Damon intoning the 4 simple words that have been whispered by the intrepid since the time of the Romans. Fortune favors the brave. In November, a handful of billboards with that motto went up in cities across the world, and the company took out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal featuring it. Marszalek said that Crypto.com has an ambition of becoming a top 20 brand in the next 3 or 5 years. What? Alongside names like Nike or Apple, with popular sports serving as one gateway to mass adoption. Crypto.com paid more than 5 times as much for the rights to LA's arena, but Marszalek isn't worried that the investment might not pan out. There's not a shadow of doubt in my mind that it was well worth it, he says. My level of conviction is 100%. Department of Justice is selling cryptocurrency seized from Bitconnect worth $56 million. The US Department of Justice is selling cryptocurrency worth $56 million that was seized from the number of one promoter of Bitconnect, the largest crypto fraud scheme ever charged criminally. Investors were fraudulently induced to invest over $2 billion. The Bitconnect promoter faces a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. The US Department of Justice announced recently that it is selling $56 million in seized cryptocurrency to compensate the victims of the Bitconnect fraud scheme. The Justice Department noted that US District Judge Todd W. Robinson granted a request from the DOJ and the US Attorney's Office for Southern District of California on Friday for authority to liquidate approximately $56 million in fraud proceeds seized from the self-described number one promoter of Bitconnect, who consented to the seizure. According to the Justice Department, Glenn Arcaro, 44 of Los Angeles, pleaded guilty on September 1st to participating in a massive conspiracy to defraud Bitconnect investors in the United States and abroad, in which investors were fraudulently induced to invest over $2 billion. Glenn, what are you doing? The government is seeking to fully compensate the victims of the Bitconnect scheme by selling the cryptocurrency and holding the proceeds in US dollars. The government will maintain custody of the seized proceeds in cryptocurrency wallets and intends to use these funds to provide restitution to the victims pursuant to a future restitution order by the court at sentencing. Arcaro is scheduled to be sentenced on January the 7th, 2022, and he faces a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. What do you guys think about the Department of Justice selling cryptocurrency seized from Bitconnect's promoter? I want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Again, thank you ever so much for watching today's news. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Crypto Bible, and don't forget to turn on the notification button so you never ever miss any of our new upcoming videos. Join our Discord group, and other social medias can be found in the links in the description below. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments, and once again, Thanks for joining me for today.